This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
The Story of an Hour was written in 1894 by a controversial and outstanding author, Kate Chopin. She faced criticism for her groundbreaking stories that showed the unpleasant truths of how unjust the world could be. The writer was constrained by traditional feminine roles until she was widowed at the age of 32 and had to take care of 6 children. Her biography slightly resembles the story of Louise Mallard, who was also processing the alleged death of a husband. In Chopin's work, Mrs. Mallard had to realize her life was going to change drastically. Furthermore, the story focuses on this exact reflection on the chance of living freely with no authority or weighing responsibilities. Undoubtedly, this literary piece significantly influenced the early feminist discourse at the beginning of the 19th century. To begin with, in The Story of an Hour, the protagonist Mrs. Mallard understands all the advantages of her unexpectedly free life while dealing with grief. Even though Mr. Mallard had never looked save with love upon her, she still felt rather repressed and manipulated in their household. During the late 19th century, women were the furthest from autonomy. They could not own property, vote, or make independent decisions. Therefore, the author does not show an ungrateful or unloving wife. Chopin simply demonstrates the struggles wives had to go through to be a good partners under patriarchy. Moreover, in her story, people thought Louise Mallard died out of the joy of seeing her husband alive, which makes the end ironic. The reality behind the protagonist's death is that she could not handle the thought of continuing to live her life in constant oppression by the patriarch. To sum up, Kate Chopin's literary piece helped the feminist movement to make women less oppressed and abused by sexist gender stereotypes. The Story of an Hour shed light on the major problems of a patriarchal family. The writer had to face judgment because her progressive ideas were way ahead of time. Therefore, she was considered a forerunner to the feminist writing of the 20th century. Did you like this The Feminist Impact of the Story of an Hour by Kate Chopin sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.